Today we are here at Jaggard's Florist and Garden Center, and we're going to be learning how to make a bouquet. Anna, tell us a little bit about this place and how it all started.
So it was established about 60 years ago in Burlington by the Jaggards family. My parents bought it about 20 years ago, and it was actually down the street, but they moved it over here, and they are semi-retired, so my husband and I will be taking over.
We love that. It's a family business, which is so great. Walking in here, you're struck by all the wonderful flower arrangements you have and the plants that you have. Tell us a little bit about what you sell to your customers.
So we carry all the funeral arrangements, fresh cut flowers, orchids, live plants. In the spring, we carry our ferns, our pansies. Summers, we have all of our outdoor annuals, perennials, and then come fall, we have our pumpkins. We have our chrysanthemums for outside, and then winter, we make custom Christmas planters as well. And then we have a full outdoor garden as well. So we sell all of the bedding, hanging baskets, planters, soil, mulch, all of the things that you need for spring and summer.
I know for a lot of people, flowers are kind of hard to take care of sometimes and they die quickly, but plants are a good way to go if you want to have something throughout the year. Tell us about what plants you can get here.
So we carry a lot of houseplants. The most common question is what's the easiest? So we do carry a lot of the plants that are low maintenance, like zip plants, snake plants, jade plants, and they seem to be really popular.
Tell us about how you take care of your flowers and what you do throughout the winter to grow everything and where you get them from.
So we source them from certain farms or the food terminal as well. In the winter, we don't carry anything outside, but we do make Christmas planters and Christmas arrangements. So we have all of those things. Starting in spring, that's when we get all of our pansies and our outdoor bedding stuff.
Why are you so passionate about, growing beautiful flowers and flower arrangements, and how did you get into this whole thing?
So I have always been a very creative person. I was a hairdresser before, and my parents have always been doing this. My mom's very creative. And when she said that she wanted to retire, she was kind of on the fence whether to sell the business, but she would prefer to pass it on. So she asked myself and my husband, and we said we'd love to take over.
Well, I'm excited to be learning from you on how to put together some flowers. So I say, let's get behind the counter and arrange a bouquet. We're now behind the counter with some beautiful flowers laid out here for us. They're so pretty, and I don't know what any of them are called. Can you walk us through what some of these flowers are?
Yeah, of course. So this is called solidago.
Okay.
This is hypericum.
Wow, that's so pretty. It's like little fruits almost.
Yes.
But they're not fruits, not edible.
No, don't eat them. And then these are Gerber daisies.
Okay.
Snapdragons. These are a type of rose. The name is called country blue.
Country blue.
Yeah, they're really
and I'm
pretty.
guessing you cut off all of the thorns before you give them to people?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wax flower,
Okay.
Astromeria, and Lysianthus.
Oh, they're so pretty already. We don't even need to put them in a bouquet. I could just take them like this. But obviously, we're gonna arrange them. What is the first step in the whole arranging process?
So usually I would pick out the florals that I want, and we would clean the stems completely. So when you put them in water, they last a little bit longer. They don't muddy up the water either with bacteria.
Okay, so what's the first thing we're gonna do?
So I would usually start with a rose, and then I would grab something a little bit taller, and I would pair them together, and I would start
Diagonally. And I guess having something taller and shorter gives it that
Yes,
depth.
dimension.
Dimension, yeah, okay, great. Next step.
And then I would usually grab something a little bit more daintier, wax flower, and I would put it in between the rose and the snapdragon.
In between.
But I would always put the stem next to the rose.
Next, so that
Yes.
it's kind of diagonal with the rose.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
And then I would grab another rose and I would put it behind. So it's always diagonally, but behind.
Yeah,
if that
so
makes sense.
as you're looking, everything's kind of all over the place here,
Yeah.
but you can see the top is really nice.
Yeah, and then you would just twist it. So it's a lot of your hand movement as well.
Right, okay. It already looks so pretty. This
that?
is great. Okay, cool.
Perfect. Yeah, actually when you hold the flowers down, you can kind of see it better too.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, see, mine is like now a straight line.
Yeah, so when you hold it down, you can kind of see where you're placing them.
Oh. How is... Ah, my hands are falling apart. Oh my goodness, I have to do this again. I feel like it's not looking like yours.
This is years of practice.
Years of practice. How is this?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks good. It's pretty.
Thank you.
In the end, when we're always done our bouquets, we always kind of adjust. So you don't have to worry about that either.
Okay, so it's not set in stone.
So it's not set in stone. Like the snapdragon, as you twist, flowers will always start to move down.
Right.
So in the end, we can pull up what we want. We can pull this one up, pull
Okay.
this one down.
Just to give it like that dimension, like you said. Okay. Yours is looking so cute.
You can always adjust things. So
Mine's bunched up like it's like,
it's okay.
I'm suffocating. Yours has
It's
air,
okay.
it's
So
breathing.
The trick is you hold it tightly but loosely. Yeah.
That's like
It takes some time.
there we go.
And then you would just adjust whatever flowers you want. You can lift that one up. Yes. And then we would take one of these. It's okay.
I think I broke a flower.
Sometimes that happens.
Oh, it does?
It's okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Sometimes that happens. So what we would do is we would just take that one out.
Oh, like the whole flower?
The whole flower.
Oh, she gone. This is way harder than I expected. I'm so sorry.
No worries. So when this happens, we can always use these guys. So we
Okay.
don't throw anything away.
Nice.
Unless it's like completely dead, it's not fresh.
There's no wastage here.
So something like this, we would just use it in a smaller arrangement.
Okay.
And we can just use it that way.
Nice. Okay. That makes me feel better for killing a flower. Ah, there we go, guys. It is missing the snapdragon, but we'll add that in a little bit later.
We'll
to
get you
finish
another
the
one.
Bouquet. But there you have it. This is way more complicated than I ever expected. Like, when people give me arrangements, I could do this. And yes, this is like, it obviously looks good, but you need that florist touch to make it look perfect.
Thank you.
Yes. Now that we've put the snapdragon back, the broken one, sorry about that, but
okay.
we have a fresh snapdragon. What is the next step to make this, like finish this off and make this a bouquet that you give to somebody?
So we would just take our ribbon and tie. So we would step back a little bit.
Okay. Okay, so now that we've tied it, time to cut.
So we would cut all the stems. I would pick the shortest one.
And then
match
kind
it
of
to-
line everything up to that?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And I would always cut on a diagonal.
Yeah, why is that? Why is cutting on a diagonal so important?
It just makes it a lot cleaner and more surface area for the water to go into the stem.
Good tip for you guys with bouquets at home. Well, there we have it. This is absolutely stunning. I'm so excited to go home and put this in a vase. But like, how do I preserve these flowers for as long as possible?
So the best way to preserve them is to put them in cool water. Every couple of days, I would change the water away from, I know people love to put flowers by the window, but it's best to put it away from the window.
Just so the sun doesn't like damage all of them.
Exactly. We do have the flower food, but I feel like the best way to preserve them is just changing the water and cutting the ends of the stems every few days.
Every few days so that the water can get up into the flowers and they can just survive for as long as possible, because this is stunning. I want this in my house all day, every day, just to look at them. Thanks so much, Anna.
Oh,
I'll
no problem.
give you my bouquet so you could wrap this up, and yeah, I'll take them home. I had a great time learning how to put together some flowers. If you want to get your own custom bouquet or come here for any of your other floral needs, go to jaggardsflorist.com.